Hello, good morning, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us for this first webinar in the series surrounding SAP Business ByDesign. I am Christine. I want to welcome our current clients who have joined us today. It's always great to see you. And a warm welcome to those of you who are new to Nobl Q. A few housekeeping bits before we get started. The first is that this webinar will be recorded, so feel free to go off camera. We will also be going off camera to ease bandwidth. And there will be a Q&A session at the end of the webinar today. Along the way, if you have questions, please feel free to drop those into the chat and we'll answer those at the end. If for some reason we run out of time and we are not able to answer all the questions, we will circle back to you after the webinar to make sure that we answer your questions fully. Today, we are going to be covering the following topics. We're going to give you a brief overview of Nobl Q. We'll talk about our enhancements, and then the solutions you'll be hearing about are advanced bank integration, the warehouse management solution, e-invoicing integration, and AI integration with Business ByDesign. And then we will open it up to the Q&A. First, I would like to begin by introducing Sushil. He is our Vice President of Delivery, and he'll give you a brief overview of Nobl Q. Sushil?
Thank you, Sally. Can everybody hear me okay, Sally? Can somebody say something?
Yes, Sushil, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sally, for getting us started. And a very warm welcome to all of you for joining this call today. I'd like to set a bit of a context for this webinar today, and we'll talk a little bit about Nobl Q, and then we will go into the solutions. So Nobl Q is a AI-first digital company, and we have global presence. We have our headquarters in Plano, Texas. We have been in business for more than 26 years, and we have more than 1,000 associates around the world. We have been SAP Gold Partner since 2009. In fact, we were the first cloud partner for SAP in North America in the SMB space, the small and mid-sized business space. Since 2009, we have implemented cloud ERP systems for more than 300 customers across the globe. A little bit about our journey, right? Our journey started as a consulting company. Then we became SAP ByDesign partner in North America, became Gold partner, and expanded our presence. As you can see, globally, we are now in US, Canada, UK, France, Italy, India, and Australia. Nobl Q has been one of the top 3 SAP partners globally, and this is why today's webinar would be more relevant. We have deep experience in implementing SAP ByDesign, and in fact, we have one of the largest development teams in the world for SAP product. And we have developed a number of custom solutions for SAP ByDesign product over past years to meet specific customer needs. And that is the context I really wanted to set, because these solutions obviously have delivered a lot of value for a lot of customers. And today, we would like to showcase some of these solutions in more detail. We certainly hope that the information we share in this webinar will be beneficial to you as you evaluate some of these solutions to help your businesses. So that's a little bit about Nobl Q and a bit of more context as to what we are going to cover in this. I know that you are very eager to start learning about these solutions that we are going to showcase today, and we'll obviously be taking questions towards the end. So to get us started, I'm going to give the control back to Sally. Over to you, Sally, please.
Thank you, Sushil. Next, I would like to introduce Casey. Casey is the Director of Solutions at Nobl Q. He has more than 12 years of experience in SAP Business ByDesign, successfully designing and implementing over 150 ByDesign projects and over 60 solutions, making him a key expert in this area. Casey?
Thank you, Solly.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. So, Nobl Q has developed over 75 solutions tailored specifically for by design area. And these solutions span various modules, including finance, distribution, manufacturing, inventory, utilities, WMS, planning consolidation, e-commerce, and more. So they can pass a range of add-ons, enhancements, integrations designed to tackle diverse challenges in the by design space. Each of the solutions was meticulously developed by a team of experts to enhance efficiency, address gaps, boost productivity, and resolve various issues that user might encounter. Today, we'll be showcasing a few select from our extensive portfolio. And we will continue this series of webinar where we'll be presenting different solutions crafted by our experts to meet the needs of our by design customers across the world, across the modules. So stay tuned for more insights and innovations in the upcoming series. Thank you for your attention, and let's dive into today's presentation. Yep, over to you, Sally.
Thank you, Casey. Next, we will be hearing from Archana, a solution developer at Nobl Q. She specializes in by design. Archana will speak to the bank integration solution. Archana?
Thank you, Christine. So let's get started. Hello, all. Let's dive into the transformation we have achieved with our financial transactions. We had a significant challenge in SAP ByDesign. There was no direct bank integrations. This meant generating payment files in SAP and manually uploading them to the bank systems, which was time consuming and, as we all know, particularly painful when dealing with large volumes of data. To overcome this, Nobl Q's innovative solution was developed. That is, whenever a payment or fund transfer was initiated within SAP Business ByDesign, Nobl Q's software securely transmitted the transaction detail to the bank's API. The transaction underwent approval process in both SAP ByDesign and bank's platform, ensuring a seamless workflow from initiation to approval. So here's how we did it. First, we began by thoroughly planning the integration to align with our organizational needs. Next, we meticulously mapped and standardized the data to ensure compatibility between SAP ByDesign and the bank system. This was crucial for smooth data flow and also to maintain its accuracy. Here comes the Nobl Q's fresh intake on integration. So, with the integration carefully planned, we moved forward to establish a solid and seamless connection between SAP ByDesign and the bank APIs. This demonstrated Nobl Q's technical expertise and also a significant achievement that highlights our capability in automating financial transactions. And throughout the process, we maintained strict compliances and security measures to protect sensitive financial informations. This included setting up a secure firewall and also an environment for data transferring. Finally, we kept a close eye on the integration by making the necessary adjustments as needed to keep everything running smoothly and also to promptly address if any issue occurs. So, by addressing our initial challenges, we created a more efficient and error free process. Now, payment file generation and transfers are totally automated, which saves us hours of manual work, and it also reduces the errors. Plus, this integration gives us a real-time updates and monitoring dashboard right in the SAP. So it makes much simpler to handle bank tasks. So that's how we transformed our financial transaction process. Now let's walk through how the entire bank integration process works with our solution. The user begins by entering a payment in a SAP for a supplier, which is then processed within SAP. So he does all the mandatory works, and once it is finished, user will click on the post button to post it. As you can see, the document ID of 125 is being created. And after this, user changes the status to in transfer. And that's where Nobl Q's integration begins. The real magic happens where our solution connects this payment seamlessly with the banking system. On the banking side, you can now see that after entering the particular corp account number, the account details will be initiated and it will be pulled from the ByDesign, appearing as a line item on the bank screen. So these line items are processed further for outgoing payments. It is a powerful tool that we have implemented for multiple customers who handle high volumes of transactions daily. And this integration not only ensures real-time processing, but it also keeps everything synchronized between SAP and the banking system. Once the bank completes the transaction, the system will be automatically updated to the SAP ByDesign with the written transaction details. So when you return to ByDesign, you will see the updated status from the bank, which also helps us to maintain a clear audit log for compliances and tracking. Thank you. Over to you, Kristen.
Thank you, Archana. Again, if you have questions along the way, please drop those into the chat. Next, we'll be hearing from Pallava, a project manager on the ByDesign development team, and he will speak with you about the warehouse management system. Pallava?
Yeah, thank you, Christine. Hi, everyone. I'll be walking you through Nobl Q's flagship product, the WMS app. Over here, WMS, as you know, stands for Warehouse Management System. One of our customers had been frequently using standard warehouse task confirmations, which is there as a standard in the ByDesign system. But the pain point here is they used to always carry the laptops. They need to stay near desktops just to do the warehouse confirmations. And this wasn't ideal case, right? So we at Nobl Q team decided to resolve this pain point by enabling the customers to confirm these warehouse tasks remotely from the mobile devices. And that marked the beginning of our WMS app, which is now evolved into a great add-on. Thanks to the WMS app, now you can do all your task confirmations right from your mobile device, which makes your warehouse operations even more faster than ever. The WMS app is built on Android platform, and the reason for this is most of the warehouse scan guns run on Android platforms, and we plan to do the app specifically for Android. With respect to the credentials, the credentials for the app, you can either use your ByDesign login credentials directly. There are two options over here. Either you can use your standard ByDesign credentials in case you have procured licenses for your warehouse team. In case you don't have, it's not a problem. We offer you a total inbuilt credential work add-on in ByDesign where you can create the credentials for your warehouse team and you can issue them. So using them, they can even confirm the task and there's no change. The functionality is as it is. The inbuilt scanner in the WMS app enables you to confirm serialized products or non-serialized products just by scanning the QR code or a barcode. In case of small space warehouses, you can even use your mobile devices. I mean an Android mobile device where you can install the app and you can start confirming the warehouse task. The WMS app offers warehouse task confirmations related to inbound deliveries, outbound deliveries, even returns, vice versa, all the documents, like all the vice versa transactions as well. You can do physical inventory counts and also perform transactions such as change of stock, goods movement, scrapping, consumption against cost center, whatever is available as standard in ByDesign, you can do the same from the mobile app. The ultimate benefit of this app is confirmation of these warehouse tasks and other transactions remotely, anywhere, anytime, which eases warehouse operations. Now let's move on to the demo part. I'll be showcasing you how a warehouse task confirmation happens in the mobile app. So before we go to the demo part, we're just having a glance at the UI. As you see the first screenshot on the left, it tells you about the login credentials. Here, in this case, I'm using a ByDesign user credential to log in. And the second one tells the home page where it lists out what are the transactions available as a part of the mobile app. As you see, you have inbound, outbound, internal logistics is where I told you where you can do a goods movement, scrapping, consumption against cost center, change of stock, all these transactions. And you have physical inventory count on the other side. You can do even confirmations related to production control, production task confirmations. And finally, you see a stock overview icon where it really helps you, where you can just scan a product or you can manually select a product and you can see the stock overview on the mobile app itself. And the third screen over here, you see it tells around inbound logistic task. Now, Kristen, you can move on to the earlier one. The third screen, or we can go with the demo. Let's start with the demo. So here, as you see, I log in using my ByDesign user credential, right? So once I log in, I'm going to see my home page here. As you see, I've just opened both my ByDesign UI as well as the mobile app here. So right now, before I log in, when I log in, I see all these modules, and you see internal logistics where I get chain of stock, goods movement, as I said earlier. So before we start using the app, I'm going to do a one-time activity. I'm going to move on to the menu to do a settings where I'll have to choose my site. Let's say I'm a warehouse person and I'm going to choose the site to which I'm going to work for. So as you see, this is a place where I choose my site. It's a one-time activity. And you see the second field here, which is known as task folder. It's about logistic task folders in ByDesign. If you're using this functionality, you can make use of it. Otherwise, it's not a problem. So I'm just choosing my site over here. I'm moving on to inbound logistic task. So this is going to list out all the tasks which belong to this site alone. So let me go inside one task. Yeah. So 1608 is the task, and it has one line item. I'm just moving into the line item. So before moving, you see the open quantity is 14 and the fulfilled is 1. So the planned is 15, as you see. So now I'm going to confirm part of this quantity over here, partial quantity over here. I'm just entering quantity manually here, but ideal case is scanning a QR code or barcode. So I choose my print queue, I give confirm here. So I get a pop-up whether I want to print the label or not. So here I'm sending my confirmation from the mobile app. So meanwhile, let's go to the ByDesign system. We'll just see the confirmation happens in real time, right? So let's move on and open the task now. So I'm opening my task. Meantime, I think I'll get a pop-up in the, I get a pop-up in the app saying that the task is confirmed. And let's see the confirmation here. 4460, 4531. These are the confirmations made. So let's click on this. So as I said, whoever is confirming this task, that thing will be recorded in the system. As you see, confirmed by employee ID and the confirmed by employee name. So that's the major thing here. You can capture them even if you're using custom credentials. So this is how you perform a task confirmation. For demo, I've just shown you inbound. For a detailed demo, we can do it as an ad hoc request. We can show you all the transactions which are possible here. So that's from the WMS app. So I'm done with my part, Christine. So moving on, any QA? Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Pallava.
Thank you.
Next, we will be hearing from Nicolo, a solution architect from Nobl Q Europe. He specializes in electronic invoicing modules, focusing on finance and controlling. Nicolo will speak to the e-invoicing requirement in Italy. Nicolo?
Thank you, Christine. Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about the Italian electronic invoice requirements and how Nobl Q's SAP integration solution is positioned to help your company navigate this landscape with ease and efficiency. This requirement has been mandatory in Italy for all B2B and B2C transactions since 2019, and it is increasingly being adapted in other countries such as Spain, Germany, and Poland, which will gradually introduce it between 2025 and 2026. This requirement aims to reduce tax evasion and improve overall fiscal transparency. However, meeting these requirements can be challenging without the right tools in place. This is where Nobl Q's SAP integration solution comes into play. Since our company successfully implemented this solution for Italy, we have the proven expertise to replicate it in other countries as they adopt similar requirements, ensuring compliance and smooth operation across various regulatory environments. As you see from the screen, this is a small recap of how the flow works. The supplier will issue an invoice under the XML format. The SDI, which in this case is the Italian Tax Authority platform, will receive this XML and will deliver it to the customer. The way back is that the customer confirms the delivery of the invoice, which will be received by the SDI, which will then confirm the delivery back to the supplier. Next, we can talk about the benefits of our integration. Our invoice integration was able to speed up the process of the invoicing for over IT, a key player in the field service management with a global presence, and Human Technopole, an excellence of the Italian Institute of Research, helping them in their daily invoicing operation. First of all, our integration is designed to operate autonomously within your existing systems. It has a life of its own, meaning it integrates without necessitating any changes to your organizational structure or your charts of accounts. This autonomous nature ensures that you can continue your operation without disruption while benefiting from the advanced features of our solution. Second of all, automation is at the heart of our SAP integration. By automating the invoicing process, we significantly speed up your workflow. This automation reduces the manual workload on your staff, freeing them up to focus on more strategic tasks. In conclusion, our SAP integration solution offers a comprehensive approach to meeting Italian invoicing requirements, and with an eye to the future for new countries' requirements. The automation provides to accelerate your work, and it focuses on accuracy and compliance, ensuring that your company stays ahead of regulatory demands. Now we can see the solution in work. As you see here, we have a custom work center inside the system. From this screen, we will be able to upload the XML, which will include the details of the invoice, in this case received from the supplier. We can drop the file into the screen, or we can browse through our files. Then we are able to save and send the XML to be processed. As you can see, a new Nile item has been created with the status open. This means that it needs to be processed. In the processing screen, as you see from here, lots of data is already automatically on your system. This means that the operator does not have to manually input them, except, for example, purchase order reference that are already existing inside your system. But data such as total amounts or dates of the invoice, payment terms, etc., IBANs as well, are already filled in by the XML. From here, we can create the supplier invoice inside the standard SAP view. As you see, we have the invoice 2720 that has been created, and from now on, we are in standard SAP. As you see, the data is already maintained. Of course, the operator will be able to check and change in case if they need to the data. But for example, external document IDs, total amounts, references, they are already there, meaning this saves a lot of time for the employee. As you see here, for example, the operator will post the invoice. Once it's been posted, we can go check inside supplier invoicing work center, so standard SAP. And here we will have it posted. Instead, if we're talking about customer invoicing, once we release a customer invoice on standard SAP, on our custom work center, we will have the XML file for that customer invoice automatically generated. This XML will be able then to be delivered to the SDI and then to the customer. Thank you. Back to you, Christine.
Thank you so much, Nicolo. Next, we will be hearing again from Archana, who will tell you about AI integration with SAP ByDesign. Archana?
Okay. Now let's pitch into how AI has evolved the way our customer handles sales forecasting. In today's AI-driven world, there is so much buzz around AI, and we thought, why not bring this power to SAP Business ByDesign? So, we at Nobl Q developed an advanced integration between ByDesign and an additional forecasting system, which leverages our exclusive AI tools. This integration works on Python platform utilizing various algorithms and data designs to cleanse and format data and then transforming it into a neat, structured form ready for analysis. This refined data can then be seamlessly integrated into visualization tools like Tableau or Power BI, allowing users to reimagine and visualize their data in completely new way, making the forecasting process more accurate and insightful. Now, let's see how it really works in real time. What you are looking at is a customer system integrated with SAP ByDesign, where our AI tool seamlessly interacts with ByDesign to bring in all the relevant data, and these data are then stored in a data lake. It consists of various containers, and we'll be choosing the particular container where we have stored our data. And as you can see, I'm choosing the container and it gets in, and there we have the one which we have fetched. It will be a mix of JSON or CSV file format. Once this is done, Python comes into play and it pushes all the data to SQL database, where the actual value, predicted value, and accuracy can be viewed in a table form. This data is then fetched into the visualization tools, whatever the user has access to. Those actual and predicted values will be displayed on a custom dashboard. So it provides an advanced view of that were previously missing in the ByDesign. We can even select the particular field that we wish to watch in detail. So this is the one that we are choosing, the particular party ID, and we'll be seeing the actual predicted and the accuracy level that we have been worked on. Thanks to this integration, all of these details are now available and beautifully presented in a visually appealing, and it is also user-friendly dashboard, offering a whole new perspective on the data. Thank you.
Thank you, Archana. So that concludes the presentation portion of the webinar. I'm now going to turn it over to Casey to open the floor for question and answer.
Thank you, Christian. Okay, if you have any questions, we have a question and answer board that you can post your questions to. And we also have a couple of questions being asked prior to the meeting, and let me go one after the other. So the first question we have is about the banking integration. The question, can we integrate any banks with our Nobl Q tool? So Rudra, do you want to take this question?
You're on mute, Rudra.
Thanks. Yes, so yes, we can able to integrate with any other banks. So when within the enable the web service or an FTP connection is established against the bank, yes, surely this tool can be extended to any other bank too.
Thanks, Rudra. I hope that answers the question. Okay, so we have another question regarding our e-invoicing. So how many customers do we have right now using e-invoicing? I think that question goes to Nicolo. Would you like to answer, Nicolo?
Yeah,
From
I
Europe?
can take that. Currently, we have more or less 15 customers actively using our add-on, including Over IT, Human Technopole, also Nobl Q Italy, and another one could be Zeppelin Nuova Ciba.
Okay, thanks, Nicole. Thanks for that. And we have another question related to the WMS app. So is it also possible to see stock overview from our WMS app? So Pallava, can you take that question?
Yes, Casey. We can be able to see all the stock, just like how it happens how it's displayed in ByDesign. This is like a miniature view of you can when you scan a product or you can select a product manually. It'll show you against a site what is the stock available with all the identified stock, the count, just like how you see in ByDesign. Yeah, we can see that.
Thanks, Pallava.
Yeah.
Okay, so any more questions? Okay, so another question related to the AI tool. So is this AI tool available for purchase from our SAP store? And I'll give that to Rudra. Do you want to take that question? You're on mute.
Yeah, for this one, it is owned by Nobl Q, so it is completely in our ownership, and it will be available in SAP store in coming year, and where you can able to check the pricing, and you can able to purchase from there too. So it will be there in 2025.
Okay.
So right now, if anybody's interested, they can directly reach out to us and we can provide that solution to them. Correct, Rudra?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Rudra. The other question related to the roadmap on our webinars. So yes, so we are planning to have multiple webinars in the coming months, which will cover the different solutions from our portfolio across the modules. So we will try to pick one solution from each one of this module and show them as a demonstration. And if you have any questions, anything specific to that, you want to see a detailed demo, please reach out to us and we'll be able to customize and show a very specific to your need. Okay, so we will wait for one more minute if you have any more questions. If not, I'll give it back to Sully.
Okay, if there are no other questions, I'm actually going to turn this to Sushil for a final word. Sushil?
Thank you. Thank you, Sally, so much. Thank you, team. Again, a huge thank you to all of you for making the time, and thank you for joining the webinar. We certainly hope that today you learned a lot about these solutions, and this was a good use of your time. Thank you to the Nobl Q team as well for pulling all of this together. I know there was a lot of hard work that went behind this, so I wanted to thank them as well. In addition to that, a couple of other things that I wanted to share with you. We covered a number of custom solutions today, as you saw. If you'd like to learn more about this, or if you have a need for another custom solution that probably would make your business run better, more efficient, please do reach out to us. As I mentioned, we do have we have deep expertise in development space for this product. One quick comment on the AI solutions. You heard a little bit from Archana, and AI is a huge focus for us. I'm sure you have heard that buzzword as well. What I would like to share with you is we'll be bringing few AI-based products, solutions, I should say, to all of you for SAP ByDesign. What will that do? In simple words, it will simplify the work that the users do with ByDesign. What that means essentially is they will not even need to know how SAP ByDesign menu looks like. They'll simply have an English conversation and the documents will be created in the background. So we have working solution for that one for one product of SAP, the ByDesign product. We should have something ready to showcase to all of you in about 4 weeks time. So please stay tuned for that, and we will have another webinar to cover more details on that solution as well. So hopefully you found this webinar informative. Feel free to share your feedback. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. That is how we are going to be able to make our services better and more relevant for you. Many thanks to all of you once again, and we hope to see you again in future. Stay in touch. Thanks all.